Hello and welcome back to Resource Rundown. So today I'm giving you the rundown about these cybersecurity issues that arise, especially when you are out there in the workplace or when you are working on your computer at home. A lot of shady things go on with email, social media platforms, some of the new things that you sign up for thinking that you're going to get a freebie of some sort, right? Or you think that you're going to get that gift that was advertised here, there, and everywhere, only to find out that it wasn't a gift. No one sent that to you. You didn't win it. It was just fake, right? So, quite a few of them. So we're going to run those down. The first one is ransomware as a service. This is also abbreviated as RAAS. If you see this, this is a business model where cyber criminals will sell ransomware, software, and support to other criminals. This basically makes it easier and cheaper for anyone to launch a ransomware or ransomware attack. And it doesn't matter what their technical expertise is. At the end of the day, they come up with these various systems, and the plan is to get vital information that they can sell on the black market, okay? Like name, address, phone number, email, all of that. One particular individual I talked to, he says that he doesn't use his real name on anything, okay? And as far as the phone number goes, he has one of those freebie phone numbers. He's not even using his real phone number. So yeah, this is what happens. I told one particular relative to use a prepaid card when she was making purchases online because she was very concerned about her main checking account and she didn't want any type of mess up. So I said, every time you want to make a purchase online, then just move money to your prepaid card. Okay. AI powered attacks. Now, this is where the cyber criminals are just using artificial intelligence to develop and launch more sophisticated ways of these attacks. You know, they have targeted attacks. So it could be a certain location. It could be customers that are affiliated with a particular business. But basically, their AI powered attack is automated. Okay, so they assign certain tasks to their automated AI powered program. And of course, they will look for various vulnerabilities in the system that one uses or doesn't use to protect vital information. And also they'll personalize phishing attacks, like using family members and friends. And meanwhile, it's like, wait a minute, this isn't my mother, this isn't my father. What is this? And they've basically cloned a voice to sound like that family member or friend. So it's just always best to call people back. That's been a strategy, you know, just call people back, and then they're depending on who you know or how high up you are in the food supply, in the food chain, you might even have special codes for your family members and friends. And that's how you know that no, I'm not talking to my relative. This is something else. Supply chain attacks. Now, basically what this is a attack where the target's a company supplier or vendor, and this happens at workplaces. Unfortunately, some that I've worked at, this happened, where they gain access to the company's own system and their data, and they're difficult to detect because so many people in a company have email, right? Various phone numbers, text messages, all of that. So the company's not aware that the suppliers have been compromised. And so all of that data ends up in the hands of someone who now suddenly they're so successful in their business. Where do they get all those contacts? See, there are black hat methods that many of these, dare we say it, gurus use in order to get leads, for instance, okay? And some of them work for these establishments, compromised the data, got the data in such a way where it was filtered to them. And of course, he left his job. Oh, he's so successful. No, he stole company data, and it's only a matter of time that some of these fools are going to be found out. You see, we're playing fair out here, but there's always somebody who knows, like my kids like to say, the cheat code. Okay. Deep fakes and disinformation. Now, the deep fakes is the synthetic media in which a person is using an existing image or video and it's replaced with someone else's likeness. Okay, so the video is legit, but what they do is they replace various parts of the video or people in the video. So it's like, wait a minute, well, that video, I mean, that is a real video, like that background and all of that, yeah. But then they did some things with the person or with the setting or any number of things. The disinformation that goes on. Now, this is where they're spreading all this false or misleading information, saying that this in fact happened when really no, that did not happen. Or the reason why we're running into all these problems in the government or health or whatever is because, and then the documents look legit or the image looks legit or the video, but turns out that it's a fake. So they're just using these things to manipulate people and undermine their trust in institutions. The cloud jacking. Now, this attack is when a cyber criminal gains unauthorized access to your cloud computing account. Okay. That's on, the cloud servers, like your Google Drives, your OneDrives, all of that. And then the attacker, while they're on there, they're stealing data, they're deploying a malware, or they're launching some other type of attack. You've got some insider threats that go on with security. And sometimes that happens within an organization. It could be a disgruntled employee, right? But there's contractors, you didn't pay me. They know somebody who knows how to hack the system. Business partners, former employees. So insider threats, they're difficult to detect and prevent. And the attacker, though, already has access to the organization's systems and data. So that's why it's so easy for them to continue to say, well, I don't know what happened, right? And meanwhile, they're the ones who are doing this sort of thing. The 5G and IoT security challenges. Now, that rollout of 5G, some of you all remember that, right? They increasingly adopted these IoT devices to create new security challenges. And so the 5G networks, they're complex and they're vulnerable to attack. And so all sorts of strange things go on with the device and nobody really understands what's happening. It used to work, now it's not, it's glitchy, there's problems. You checked the typical things that you check. These IoT devices are just poorly secured and they can easily be compromised by attackers. So you can look up that to see exactly what I'm talking about, but it's a lot that goes on with this sort of thing. Cyber threat intelligence. Now, this is the they're basically used to develop and implement security controls to mitigate all sorts of threats. However, there are times where the threats override the organization's security. And so now, once again, you got these strange activities that are going on. Cloud security, the practice of protecting the data and the systems that are hosted in the cloud. But this data also can be compromised. Cyber insurance, that's a type of insurance that helps organizations to recover from the financial losses caused by a cyber attack. But sometimes there are companies that are false. They're not even real. And they disguise themselves as helping, right? Helping with the cloud security, helping with the cyber insurance, all of that. acting as if there's a cyber threat of some sort, and meanwhile they're the ones who put the threat out there. You know, it's just a lot of shady things that look like they're legit, but they're not. That's why if you're not very savvy about these sorts of things, you should be asking somebody in your family, somebody at the workplace, what is this? Should I click on it? Should I let it go? Should I delete it? What do you want me to do? Come see about this. This looks like it looks like it's legit, but I'm not certain that it is. Did you in fact make this phone call? Because I heard somebody the other day that sound like you, but I just hung up real quick, you see. So lots of strange things that go on. And then of course, oh, and just so you know, IoT stands for Internet of Things. My bad. So that's all your physical devices that are connected to the internet. So those, I know for some of the security devices that are out there that are legitimate, they will let you know when you have a weak password, okay? So lots of interesting things that you do need to be concerned about, especially if you're going to be spending more time on the internet, if you're going to be visiting lots and lots of websites, downloading things, uploading things, just doing so many tasks than you typically do. This is the type of stuff that you need to be looking out for and having some understanding as to how you can put more security on your various devices so that they're less likely of being attacked. So I hope that this helps some of you all. That's Resource Rundown, okay? Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, share, and we'll be back. Bye-bye.